I never thought I would get to this point, but I'm finally here. Stick to the end of the video. In my opinion, you're gonna love this. I'm Larry of the No Regret Show. For the past almost 4 years, I've been making free content, and a lot of influencers have been literally stealing my content and putting it behind paywalls. A lot of influencers up here that are bigger, they did not know the difference between Warren Buffett, Jimmy Buffett before 2020. If you put Peter Lynch in a lineup, they probably couldn't even put him. They probably couldn't even point him out. But I hear people that I've made videos about all of a sudden using stocks that I've talked about, putting them in their portfolio, using phrases of books that they read, and I know they never read them. So we recently got back from Ocean City, Maryland. Shout out to you if you're from there. And I want to say shout out to King Me 305. Join the channel. Thank you so much for the support. So that brings me to my point. You got a lot of influencers out here. They get up here and they ramble. They use words like dry powder. You got
being patient and about dry powder. Now, I get, I get a lot of comments that keep saying, man, Larry must have endless dry powder. Larry must have endless dry powder.
Have some dry powder. You won't hear any millionaire or billionaire in any economics book that I've read use dry powder. You gotta have some dry powder sitting on the side. Dry powder? See, that's the reason why a lot of people, and I'm gonna come out and say of color, stay broke, because they never did their research on the people that they're following. That ends today on this channel.
Not in my house.
From now on, there's going to be 3 tiers. You do not have to join these tiers, but you will actually get an insight on what I'm doing when it comes to stocks. I actually have been warning people for years, but in those books that I recommended, it also tells you if you're going to build a portfolio, what to do. So recently I heard Mr. Dusty Man say that he's no longer going to show his portfolio anymore, that he's going to start rebuilding his portfolio. Well, in the past, I put up a video, and I actually made this video membership only now. If you know what stocks I picked back then, please do not say it in the comment section. But people got to start paying me for the insight that I have. No more free knowledge, because you got people that have channels that were literally built by other people. We know, let's come out and say it. Keenan Grace helped this young lady build her channel, put her on, she got monetized. Now she has wealth building for $25 a month. When they literally get up here, they don't know about growth. They don't know about CAGR. They don't know about earnings. All they do is regurgitate what they hear on the news, but they don't know about real projected growth. So what's going to happen now is you're going to get great content for free. That will always be up here. But the number 1 tier, level 1, I will be calling out these grifters behind level 1. I will be calling them out every so often on stuff that they do, things that I see, okay? Because this is a combination of people taking my content, taking the stocks that I recommend, because I'm gonna keep it a buck. Nobody talked about FXAIX until I mentioned that, and now everybody's portfolio and their retirement 401k is FXAIX. They can't show you FXAIX before 2019. They can't show you that because they didn't know it existed. So now you got people, I'm gonna come out and say this. You have people like Mommy Trader, who was SCHD, and now it's VOO because I made a video of her SCHD getting crushed over the past couple years because she had no tech stocks in there. So level 1 will be calling out these people for 99 cents. If you don't want to pay 99 cents, don't do it. You'll get regular free content. But level 2 for $4.99 will be, I will show you how my portfolio, I'm going to give you an example. Remember I made that video smoking a cigar in the backyard? That was that video. Back then, everybody's buying GameStop, Nvidia, Supermicro Computer. They're buying all type of tech, all these microchip companies, overweight in tech, and your boy was going to value. And look how much my portfolio was up, almost 18%. Nobody was looking in the direction that I was looking. So that brings me to this $9.99 portfolio. I'm going to be sharing the stocks that I'm buying, building this portfolio. Every month I will show you how much money I'm putting in, because $5 a day ain't gonna get it, baby bubba. You gotta have way more money than that. I would suggest you gotta come to the table with some money. So this actually brings me to the point of level 2 will be me paying off that car. I will show you that the M2 is getting paid off, and I will show you the portfolio. But level 3 will be more intense. If they want to steal my content, I'm not saying just them, allegedly, but a lot of people have borrowed my content in the past. I make a video and 2 days later I hear, "Ain't you do?" It's the same video I made, but he changes 1 or 2 words around. Oh no, now you got to start paying. I'm sorry, but you got to pay. I spoke with my woman and she was like, "Babe, you gave out way too much free content. It's time for you to start charging." If people really actually want to see what you're doing and how you get to buy these cars, take vacations off, have all this rental property, if you are going to buy stocks. Now, you know I'm an S&P 500 total stock market fanboy. That will always be invested dollar cost average. That brings me to another one of my points. I hear people go, "I'm DCAing. That word gets thrown around way too much. DCAing. I'm DCAing on a Monday, then I'm swing trading on a Tuesday, then I'm leapfrog trading on a Wednesday, but I sold everything on Friday. I'm not holding these calls and puts over the weekend, but now I'm DCAing on Monday again." DCAing is holding things for the long term into the same stocks, because if you're not going to invest in them, you should not have bought them. One day it's Nvidia. I see these thumbnails. Nvidia is going to make me rich. Just a year ago, it was Tesla. And before that, it was ChargePoint. Then it was NIO. Then it was, what the hell? Of Rivian and the Lucid and Hyliion and Mullen, and every day it's something new. So the $9.99, not only will I be showing you the stocks that I buy, how much money I'm putting into them, you will also see a 1099 at the end of the year to prove that I actually own them. To prove that I actually own them myself, because guess what? I'm doing my own due diligence because I don't want to lose money. This is going to be a portfolio where you see right there, currently it's getting almost $4,000 a year passively. I want to get this between $1,000 and $2,000 to possibly build my own pension, because yes, am I going to be entitled to a pension at 58 and a half? Yes, I'm 43, but anything could happen. You know what? I want to build my own pension. If you do not have a pension at your job, building a great dividend portfolio. Some people do not like dividends. That's their opinion, but I know plenty of old white folks that own dividends, and they've been retired for 20 years and they have $1 million dividend portfolios, and they've traveled around the world. I've spoke to them, chopped it up with them, because I've told you in the past, I surround myself with wealthy people who are smart. So I'm going to build this portfolio, but if you want to see the stocks that are going in this portfolio, I'm sorry, but it's time for people to pay, because I'm not going to keep making free content for it to be stolen and people take the stocks that I've mentioned that I have in my portfolio and then they put them behind a paywall and then people join them and think they're geniuses. I'm done with that. Like I said, you're going to get great free content, but if people want to see what I'm building, that I'm actually buying myself, not on a spreadsheet. I'm actually going to show it from Charles Schwab. And anybody that has Charles Schwab, you'll know it really looks like this. I will show you how everybody else is overweight in tech going this way. And I'm going to be buying companies that nobody's ever heard of. And I know that for a fact that people take content because I've mentioned stocks that nobody has ever mentioned before. And now all of a sudden it's in their portfolio. No more. Because the books that I read not only warned you about these people, it also told you how to pick stocks, what to look for at a discount. Now, I'm not trying to outperform the S&P 500 or the total stock market index fund. It's virtually impossible in the long term to outperform that over a 10-year span. These influencers get up here and they beat it for 3 months or a year and they think they're geniuses. In the long term, they will get crushed. And I'm not doing this to outperform the S&P or the total stock market index fund. I already own all that. I'm doing this for income. I want some extra cheese on the side. And a lot of you know who saw that video. With Charles Schwab comes with a lot of benefits. If you want to see that video again, I'm sorry, but you're going to have to pay. It's now behind a paywall. I'm done making free content that people will steal, make it their own, rebrand it, repackage it, and then put it behind a paywall, and they try to look like geniuses, and they're mumbling through their live streams. They have no clue of what they're talking about. I'm tired of people taking information, putting it in schools for $500 or $1,000, but making videos, backtracking. One day it's, they're geniuses and the Stock Squad and this school and that Patreon. And then, no. Nobody has any accountability. Every day it's a new play. Go 2 to 3 years ago what they were talking about. None of that crap they're talking about today. So now if you really want to follow somebody who actually has skin in the game, $9.99. You will see all the stocks that I buy. Every month I will make an update on how much money I put in it because you need money to build wealth. As much as they want to tell you can do it with air, you need money. You will see me grinding. You will see behind the scenes of me doing overtime, possibly waking up at 3 a.m. I will upload a video of me sleeping in the pickup, working overnight, not only paying off the car, but showing you how much money I'm putting into these stocks, large amounts. For $9.99, you will get the stocks that I'm buying. For $4.99, you will get just the portfolio of if it's growing, if it's going up, if it's going down. You will just get the numbers. You won't get the stocks. For 99 cents, you will get the grifter calling out content. And for free, you'll get great content. But the people who pay $9.99, you get it all. You get me on vacation. You get where I'm going. You get tours of the condo in Aruba. You get the room by room when we go there. You get to see the parking spots, everything. You get to see what hard work built. For all these other people out here, it's time for you to figure it out. You ain't getting no ideas no more, putting it in your Patreons, your join buttons, and your Discords. I'm tired of it. You're going to start paying. If you don't pay, it's up to you. You'll get free content. But the ones that do pay, I can almost guarantee you will outperform all these stock scammers out here who have no clue of what they're talking about. Because unlike them, I did it the hard way and I know what I'm talking about. And I will back it up with proof. They can't. They got spreadsheets that they made themselves. I'll have 1099s. No regrets. Get it.